Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Do not sell your silver. Just because prices are seeking towards that $18 range does not mean it's time to capitalize. You will be selling yourself short if you do this. So this video is going to be explaining what the best strategy if you are looking to liquidate or if you are looking to capitalize on some profits, on some gains, how to do that appropriately without selling yourself short. So before we start, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you are new because I post daily videos. Yes, you heard it, daily videos. If you're looking for a day-to-day basis to get informed in the world of precious metals, I am your guy. But anyways, with that said, let's jump into it. The coronavirus is pushing prices higher as geopolitical fear as it's spreading. Also with there's a rock in orbit. Some are saying it's a meteor headed towards Earth February 15th around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is a 1,000 miles wide or something along those lines, and it can kill millions. People are panicking about that as well. NASA confirmed this is true, but they don't know if it's going to hit Earth or not. If it would be devastating. So a lot of fear, panic is in the air, but don't use this as an excuse to go crazy. Do not make irrational decisions. Panic selling is the topic of this video. Panic selling is when you sell out of fear, usually impulsively, when you aren't thinking straight because markets are going so crazy. Just because higher prices are headed right now doesn't mean it's time to sell. Let's put it this way. Depending on when you got into the market is going to depend on your perspective on if prices are high right now or not. Me getting into the market several years ago, about 7 years ago, I got into silver when it was around $21, right? So this price isn't really high to me. But if you started getting into silver earlier this year when it was in that $15 range, $17, $18, that's a pretty penny. That's $3 per ounce profit. And if you've been investing thousands of dollars, you're like, okay, well, I'm in the green. I'm ready to go. But what if I was to tell you that silver has chances to reach above $50 in the next 5-6 years? Are you patient enough to take that next step and to hold off right now? Some people aren't. Maybe you have to sell for an emergency situation. Maybe your car broke down, or maybe there's medical bills or rent's due and you lost your job. Well, I'm here to tell you this. You still can sell some of your silver, but you just don't want to sell all of it. You want to sell in portions. This is the best, safest way in my opinion, right? Because it's only my opinion. If you're going to sell in increments and do it over a time span. Have a safety net saying I'm not going to sell under this price, so you will never sell yourself short, and have a game plan. Which types of silver you're going to be selling, where you're going to be selling to, and how much you're going to be getting from those coins. See, if you do this, then you're setting a boundary. You're setting yourself up, or you're setting yourself away from panic selling, because panic selling isn't doing any of those things, right? You're not thinking about a safety net. You're not thinking about where you're just selling it. First person that takes it, willing to give you the price, throw you some dollars, you're going to take it, right? You don't want to be on the short end of the stick. You want to find other people that are panic selling, because then you can get great deals on some coins, I'll tell you that. But you don't want to be the person that's selling it, right? Especially if you could, because imagine this, you sell right now, yeah, you make $3 per ounce extra or profit or premium. But what if it goes to $22 within the next 2-3 months? You know how silly you would feel? You could have made a $9, $10 profit instead of a $3 profit. Think about how much more money that is. That's triple the amount of money. So you don't want to sell yourself short. That's the name of the game. See, panic selling and impulse buying, they happen. Right now is still a great time to be buying your silver. Right now, silver is still extremely cheap. It's still extremely undervalued. So instead of selling, why not switch your perspective and say, you know what? I'm looking at $50 silver to be selling. So right now, anything under $25, $30 is still extremely cheap to me. That's the way I look at it. I would still pay $25 for an ounce of silver because I see silver's true value, and that's what this boils down to. Once you start to understand silver's real value, its real intrinsic fundamental value, its real purpose in the world, then you can start to see what prices really could do, and also where the price really is right now, whether it's high or low. This is an extremely low price for silver. So I am curious on what you guys and gals think a low price for silver is, or what do you think is your limit? What is your limit to sell? Are you not gonna buy above $30, or what's your, or do you stop buying at $20? What is it? And the same type of strategy can go towards buying as well, because impulse buying is just as dangerous as panic selling, if not worse, because then you're setting yourself up off the rip by paying higher prices, and then you're gonna have the really fun opportunity to try to sell it to make some profit. Usually you don't. You sell yourself short. So, and that's another thing about panic selling, is you're selling before you have time for the coins to appreciate in value. You're selling yourself short of time as well. But anyways, let's revert back to impulse buying. So impulse buying, it's a little different because you're looking at the gaining side of it, and it can happen. This is usually more for the high premium silver, because this is where, you know, any type of bullion is pretty much a go. It's in the green. Buying bullion, as long as it's around spot price, good stuff. It's not going to serve you wrong. It's not going to do you wrong. But when it comes to these higher premium coins, they definitely can. I remember when people were buying the Silver Swans and the Krugerrands, they were paying $50, $60 premiums for 1 ounce. Thinking of how many ounces you could have got of American Eagles or some generic silver instead. You could have got several ounces, but people were paying the premium for 1 ounce. And they don't even know if this coin is going to do good, right? They don't even know if this coin is going to do good. It's not like the history can show that. They just, a price was set that high from the mint, and people paid it. Now, if you're one of those people, you did pretty well, because they aren't, you know, they were rare. They're on the more rare side, and that's some things you can look for. If you are thinking about buying a high premium coin, things to look for. Mintage numbers. Is there a low mintage number, or are they made by the millions? That's going to be a very big difference between if the coin is going to do very well, appreciate, double, triple, quadruple in value, or if it's just going to stay around spot price. Also, does the design change every year? If the design stays the same every year, like American Eagles, more than likely it's just a bullion coin. Even pandas are considered bullion coins. Now, I call them high premium silver because they're in between, kind of like semi-numismatics, semi-bullion, semi-numismatic collector value. So does the design change every year? Are they made in high mintage numbers? But other things, there's key dates. The mint maker itself, like Perth Mint's a very respectable mint. Very rarely do they make mistakes. So that's another thing to look for. Is it in a set or a series? Queen's Beast series, the Lunar series, you know, the America the Beautiful series. Some very, very, very good series out there. And if you can collect every coin in that series, you can have the full set. You can be sitting on a nice pile of money. Now, you don't want to be buying these series backdating, because the coins have already had time to appreciate in value. So you're going to be spending several $100s per a couple ounces. I mean, try to look up the lunar year, the snake, and see how much those are going for per ounce. Several dollars above spot price. You don't want to do that. You want to start off with a series that is new, like the Queen's Beast series. So, you know, just trying to wrap your head around impulse buying and panic selling, and when the right time to buy and sell is. I definitely think you should not be selling your silver right now. If you are, remember what I said about doing it in increments. Do not sell yourself short. I know it's easy to do. I know how addicting silver can be, and I know sometimes we just need money. But that's why you should have a safety net in place of your savings account with fiat currency, with your hard-earned US dollars that should be in a bank account, where if you did come across an emergency situation, you don't have to sell your silver, but you have money to cover that debt or whatever that is. See, that's the difference between investing and doing it smartly and doing it, I guess, immaturely. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button. I would love to hear what is your strategy to set yourself up or put a safety net in front of your impulse buying and panic selling. What do you do? What is your game plan? What does it look like? Maybe your comment can help others. You know, everyone we know we engage in the comments. Maybe your comment could help someone from making some bad mistakes, because it does happen more than we think. It's very common, actually. So anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.